So how can we get up to have the distance between the plane as well as a point in a space, or should be in our three-dimensional coordinate system? And for instance, we have the x y plane, and we have z y plane, and we have x z plane. And basically these are the planes you have to understand much about. And of course we can also have the planes actually along should be the single axis, can be, let's say, x plane. We can have the x actually plane, we can have, let's say, a y plane, and we can also have the z plane. But our main interest is on the plane that is being made up with the two axes. So how can you be able to have the distance between the plane as well as the single point? So now, for instance, let's say we have a point, let's say a point A within the space. Let's say a point A consists of the coordinates given as m, n, let's say a p. Let's say this is the case, and we have the three planes. Let's say we have xy plane, so it should be xy plane, and let's say we have xz plane, and we have yz plane. Let's say that's the case. So now the distance between this, let's say a point A, so the distance between this point A and let's say the xy plane, it is given as the absolute value. So it is given as the absolute value of, should be the z, actually should be a z coordinate at the point A, and the distance between the point A and xz plane is said to be the absolute value of the actually a y plane. And the distance between the point and yz plane is said to be the absolute value of the actually x component at the point. So take note of that. And let's say we have this case. Let's say we have a point given as, let's say, 2, -7, let's say -5. So what is the distance between the point we have and let's say with xy plane? What is the distance? Let's say the distance is given as, let's say, d. So now the distance will be given as the absolute value of now -5, which is equal to 5. It should be units rather, that way. And how about from, let's say, x z plane to that point? So in this case the distance will be given as the absolute value of, now which axis is missing here? We have it as y-axis. It means we'll have it as the absolute value of the y component, which is given as the 7. So we'll have it as the 7 units. And also, let's say the distance, from the point, let's say, to that of, should be a yz plane. So in that case we'll have it as the distance is equal to the absolute value of the 2, which is equal to 2. So that's how we find the distance between the point as well as the plane in a space, that is. So take note of that. And at your own time we try to have this. Let's say we should have to calculate the distance from the point in -5, -9, let's say -6, to the xy plane. So it should be that and do the actually XZ plane. You should have for also the distance, and that is also to the YZ plane as well. You should also have to try to have the distance in that way.